Anand Rathi presents Power of Vision, Stories of Wealth Creators in association with CNBC TV18.
Alpha in the context of mutual fund is the extra return which the fund manager makes over the benchmark. Everything I do, small cap, mid cap, large cap, all of it is with the purpose of beating Nifty, which is the simplest, most widely tracked, and I know the Nifty number on a daily basis. Why is it important to measure it? Let me draw up the landscape of the mutual fund industry on the equity side. There are 380 active funds in the industry currently and 200 passive funds. Active funds are those where the fund manager is going to use his and his team's intellect and knowledge and research to give you the extra return, which is called active. That's why the name active. There are 200 passive funds who on day one say that I will not give you extra return. So if the existence of these 380 funds is, and the promise is I will try my best to deliver you the extra return, it's very important to see whether those 380 funds are doing that or not. That's why it's very important to measure it, because the sole existence is on the premise that these active funds are expected to generate alpha. Now, what is the right method to measure it? It's very important to measure alpha, which we have already touched upon. In a year, as an investor, as I expect 2% or 3% more than the benchmark. Let me give you an example of a client who has close to 25 crore, 50 lakhs, invested in 5 different equity mutual funds, invested across 15 different transactions from April 2020 to Jan 2023. So now when you look at his overall return per annum, his capital invested was just 16 crore 37 lakhs, which implies a IRR or a per annum compounded return of 24%. If you look at Nifty on those specific days when he actually bought, and if he didn't buy these 5 funds, but invested his 16.37 crores into these, instead of these 15 transactions, if he bought Nifty, the return would have not been 24.23. To his shock, it would have been 26%, 26.96%, which means that he underperformed Nifty by 2.72%. That is, alpha is minus 2.72. It's okay to underperform Nifty, but for an investor of this size, not knowing that he has underperformed Nifty is very ironical. So it's everyone's duty, if you are giving money to a fund manager on a specific day, look at that day's Nifty or any benchmark you so choose to, and then check whether you made more than the benchmark or less than the benchmark transaction wise. There is no other way to calculate alpha.
Anand Rathi presents Power of Vision, Stories of Wealth Creators in association with CNBC TV18.